Welcome, and thank you for watching this second episode of our Top Trends in Retail video series. These videos are designed to share current trends shaping the future of the retail industry. In this series, we hear from retail experts and innovators as we explore how the retail industry is changing and striving to offer innovative services and experiences. Microsoft recently had the opportunity to speak with my good friend and Rethink Retail top retail influencer, Greg Buzek, president of IHL Group and the president of Retail ROI, while hosting the Retail ROI Super Saturday event at our Microsoft offices in New York. Greg Buzek is the founder and president of IHL Group and one of the founders of the Retail Orphan Initiative, Retail ROI, a charitable foundation that seeks to help the 400 million orphaned and vulnerable children around the world. In 15 years, Retail ROI has been involved in over 290 projects in 28 countries, helping an estimated 311,000 children through clean water, education, computers, language training, and care. Noted by RAS News as one of the top 10 influentials in retail, and the National Retail Federation as one of the list of people shaping retail's future. Greg is frequently quoted in numerous industry and business publications and regularly appears in many media outlets sharing his analysis of the retail industry. In addition, Greg has been a guest lecturer for the Wharton School of Business and Belmont University. Please enjoy the discussion with my good friend and someone who is truly passionate about the retail industry, Greg Buzek.
Well, that's a tough question, and it's one that's continually getting worse within retail. We saw it severely with COVID. We had 32% of retailers admitted that they put non-secure mobile devices on their networks because of the need to capture all those sales for all those buy online, pick up in store, and click and collect orders. So it's an area where you're opened up. I think the other thing is where more and more IT is coming from marketing professionals and the marketing side of things, and oftentimes the IT organization is not involved in those. They may be funded by marketing, and they also might be just partly tested there, and they're just testing it out. But also that touches the network, and that opens up security holes as well. That's one of the areas where we see 5G as a potential of being able to add technologies to the store, but don't touch the local network there. That can be really helpful. The biggest challenge right now is the fact that these digital journeys are not profitable. And the customers are experiencing more seamless behaviors. But right now, you're losing between 5 and 15 points of margin on every one of those. So there's a need to optimize them for profitability at the same time optimizing them for customer success. And that's the biggest challenge right now. And you have to decide which ones are most important. We've seen companies where they've automated the last mile and the picking of their items by using robotics in there to lower the cost of the pick for the items as well as the delivery of the items. At the other side, we've seen people sit there and say, no, our big problem is returns in fashion. Up to 90% of women's dresses are returned there that are bought online. So how do you optimize that process through fit technology and other things so you don't have those returns there as well? The other thing is that, do you charge for those returns now where for years they've been free? And a lot of retailers are now doing novel approaches where if you sign up for something, sign up for a particular thing, or you have to use the fit technology, you get free returns. But if you don't, you're paying for the returns to come back there. So all of those are different options. You have to decide from a retailer perspective which is the best bang for the buck. But there's a lot of needs to optimize those processes, whether it's returns, whether it's buy online, click and collect, or local delivery. The biggest issue that customers are facing right now is the fact that the product is not in their size or it's not available at the stores when they're expecting to do it. And this is one of the things that's really interesting with Amazon Prime members. Amazon Prime members experience out of stocks about 55% more likely when they come to a store. And what's crazy about that is they actually spend a lot more money if you get them to the stores and you have the product that they want, because they don't get to stores as often and they don't do those impulse items. And typically anywhere from 16 to 23% of the final receipt is impulse items, things that people didn't want to buy, but they're not coming to the stores as often because you don't have the product that they want to buy. So that is the biggest issue. Is when I looked at the area where it looked at, did my trust in my local retailer to be in stock for what I want to buy? Okay, only 7.4% of retailers or customers in the last 2 years said that their trust improved in their local retailer to be in stock. That's really, really bad. And we have to improve that customer experience or they're going to stop shopping in the store. So when I look at 23, 24, the biggest changes right now and the biggest opportunities are one, what reduces labor? You can't get the employees to work. So technologies that for 20 years have been just not being a lot of pickup there are seeing tremendous success. So like electronic shelf labels, digital signage, labor systems there, self checkout, letting people check out on their phones. Those are all technologies that reduce the labor footprint necessary to operate locally. So that's number one. Second thing is inventory visibility and inventory accuracy. So the need to understand where the inventory is, to make quick changes on that, but to have visibility of what's really in the store. So that extends to loss prevention and looking at technologies like RFID. It's not just about knowing you think you have it in the store. If you're shipping that order from the store, you need to know where it is in the store, not just that it's supposed to be on a shelf or there in the store. So that inventory. And then the last thing is those margins again for those digital journeys, getting to profitability, because that's not going away. It's not they're buying online or in the store. They're doing both. And you've got to get profitable on those journeys because what was 4% is now 50% now in fashion, and it's grown tremendously. And they're losing every order they're losing money on if they're not careful. We see it in grocery. Grocery was 3 to 4%. It is now over 20% for online orders. Once again, for a 1% margin business, to lose 15% margin on that order is just unacceptable and it's not sustainable. So those are the three areas: the labor savings, the inventory visibility, and with the supply chain, and then finally the margin improvement for those digital.
I want to thank Greg for sharing his insights, which I've had the pleasure of benefiting from many times over the years that I've known Greg. I hope they are as valuable to you as they've been to me. Microsoft empowers retailers and their frontline workers to achieve more through a trusted and secure platform supported by a comprehensive partner ecosystem and industry leading solutions. We are committed to helping retailers reimagine their customer shopping journeys to deliver seamless and cohesive experiences throughout the retail value chain, optimizing every stage of the supply chain from the factory floor to the store shelf to the individual shopper. Please watch the other videos in the Top Trends in Retail video series, which feature other industry experts discussing the latest trends they're seeing at the intersection of technology and retail. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I hope to see you again soon.